Amen. Now it says we're live. Hey, everybody out there. Yes,
Hello.
it's
Welcome to Thursday.
Thursday again.
It
Time for
is.
Thursday night soup. Yes,
Thursday night soup. And
Thursday
where I
night.
live, it's rainy soup, but
Yeah.
it's still
Your
soup.
James is out there.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Hello.
yes, he's out there. Jeff Kendall's over there. And and he's got a lot of hobbies to show us.
I do.
He does. Yeah, let's check out a couple.
Okay, you want me
Everybody,
to right now? Want me to
yeah,
right now? Okay.
yeah.
Well, I think the one that you'd like the most would be this one. This one's
Uh,
called A's, B's, and EPs.
Hmm.
All the tracks are in mono.
I like mono.
Yes, and it's got also has some EP songs on there as well from the original
Oh,
Holly.
it looks like either a 2 CD set or it's got.
Right, but it's not. And here's pictures of the Holly's EPs.
Ooh,
Okay.
we're through.
Yeah.
I don't. I
Here's
think
the
they were.
songs we'll go through. And also the A's, B's, and EP series. There's several other artists that do the same thing. If you can see
Are
that.
they in mono too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look,
Yeah.
Dave Trigger is here.
Hello.
The Dreamers, Hermits, Jerry and the Pacemakers, The Seekers, Adam Faith, Helen Shapiro, Man for Man, The Shadows, and The Animals.
Wow. Yes, very good.
Really good. I enjoyed this one so far. Now, this is my rare one. This one is very hard to find. I found it for $9.99 with I call it $15. And these are going for 30, 35 and up.
Mm.
It's Butterfly. It's probably the best Holly's album was ever made. Is the last one that Graham Nash had
And
something to do
you
with. And I got it.
yes.
Here's a nice photograph of the lineup.
Hmm.
So it's a really good disc. I enjoy it. Now, one last item. Hi, Kelvin.
Hello.
If you like the group Led Zeppelin, you
I've
probably
heard of
like the guy who used to sing Led Zeppelin, a guy named Robert Plant. He used to
Oh,
put out all
Robert.
these solo
Yeah.
albums. Yeah. This is a compilation of his solo work
Ooh,
on 2 CDs.
he's digging deep.
Digging deep.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
this is the second compilation. The first one left off a bunch of songs, and this one does not.
Oh well,
So-
we gotta have the hits.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So that's good stuff I got in the mail.
Ooh. So your mailbox has been very,
It has.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My
Very happy.
box has been empty, but then I saw like you put on the thing on eBay that says check your order or whatever, and it says won't be here till the 16th. So I've got a ways to wait yet.
Mm-hmm. What did you order?
Pardon?
What did you order?
Let me see. What was it? Sometimes I order so much stuff I forget.
Yeah.
What did I get? I'm thinking of something that it's wrong.
Okay.
Oh, ABC.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes, it's a big ABC set. Calvin's here because I
Hi,
am on,
Calvin.
and the Edmonton Oilers aren't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well. This is more entertaining than the Edmonton Oilers, right?
It is. It is.
Well, it's something anyway.
Now we've just been on for like 5 minutes. We have 4 openings for
Yeah.
people want to join us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I see there are
everybody's out there.
12 people out there.
Yes.
Hello out there. Hello.
Hello. It's Thursday night. We're here, and
Mm.
I've been looking. I think I'm going to, in a few days, probably order a Best of Madness. I was looking. I'm going to follow the trend.
Oh, I've got some madness coming too.
Mm-hmm. I found the best of. I'm going to pick up. I think.
Well, did you get the one that Boo Boo bought?
I don't think so. No, I didn't see that one yet.
Neither did I.
Mm-hmm.
Because after he got his, and he brought it to my place afterwards because we wanted to listen to it right away.
Mm-hmm.
We put it on the stereo, and it was good.
Mm-hmm.
So then I got jealous, and I said, "Well, I want one too.
Yeah.
Except he had bought the last one.
Oh.
I thought, well, I'll just go on eBay and I'll look. And apparently there's a British version of that under the same title that has twice as many songs on it.
Oh, really?
Yes. So I bought that one.
Okay.
So that one's coming in the mail.
Okay.
So that's the one that's supposed to be here on the 16th. No,
Yeah.
I'm not Canadian.
Oh, you're
stuff.
not? Okay. I thought you
No,
were
I
all
don't
this time.
make my face do funny things.
Mhm.
I can't do that. No. So I don't think so. No. You've got me confused with someone else. So, remember, I don't get the new mobile.
Oh, yes, him. No, we're going to have Paul McCartney 4 next year.
Yes. Is yes my favorite Canadian band? No. I think my favorite Canadian band would be Rush.
Okay. My favorite Canadian band's probably the Guess Who.
Ooh, the Guess Who used to be big once upon a time, and these days I think Rush has eclipsed
No,
them.
I'm sure they have. Yeah.
Because Rush are in the Hall of Fame, the Guess Who are not.
Guess Who or not? Yes.
Yeah, so like the Guess Who are kind of like, that's yesterday's stuff, like. Although I think they do deserve to be in there anyway, just for the American Woman and the No Time Left for You and all that kind of stuff. So they had a pretty good discography.
Yeah.
Yes. Richard James's favorite Canadian band is Green Day.
Green Day. Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's like saying my favorite Canadian band is Weezer. Same idea. Or the Hollies.
Yeah.
That's your favorite Canadian band, right?
Yeah, my favorite Canadian band, yes.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's turning out to be a slow Thursday night here. We've been on for 7 minutes. I don't know how much more we can go with this unless we get some really good, oh, geez.
We can talk about these guys.
Yes, of course. Yes. Have we got a birthday coming up? I don't know.
Getting close?
Next
year. Who's next? Because it's
May the 22nd.
Who is? Oh, him? Oh, dear.
Yeah, him. May the 22nd.
Well, we have to do it because he was a member of the cast.
I know.
For a year,
He's a fan favorite, too.
Oh, is he?
No.
Okay.
No. He's like the Chris Partridge who couldn't.
Yeah, didn't Danny Bonaducci didn't like him or something?
Nobody liked him.
Yeah, Danny Bonaducci said he'd kick everybody and everything.
Yeah, biting everybody's ankles and stuff, and sit down, we got a show to do. And he's all over the place.
That's why he was fired after one season.
Well, his father got transferred.
Oh, okay, that's why he was
California fired. To, I don't know, Idaho or something. I don't know, something like that. And they had been thinking of canning him anyway. So then when the thinking of Mr. Gilwack has been transferred to Montana or whatever, and the producer just went, yes.
Yeah.
But then Mrs. Gilwack said, but Jeremy can stay. No, it's okay. We understand the father has been transferred. It's okay. We can let him go. And then, we're rid of Jeremy Gilwack. So then
the second Chris Partridge had blonde hair, so I guess he got his hair fixed or something.
Yeah, he got his hair fixed.
Or whatever the second one was.
Did you know Eric Clapton's father was Canadian?
I think he was something having to do with the war, or World War II, or something. I just read it somewhere. I think so.
I don't know, but we say
hello.
W. Green. Yes. And I heard the merchandise for Ski Lodge is coming along nicely.
Anytime. I want one of those mugs and a black T-shirt.
Still working on it. On it. Look, this DC Tune Time. For me, the Guess Who, followed by Rush. Love them both. Oddly, I've seen Rush more than any other musical act, 15 times. Third place goes to Harem Scarum. Who's that?
That's an Elvis movie.
I don't know who Harem Scarum. But I have seen the Guess Who 3 times though.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
The original Guess Who or the?
Yeah, I would say yeah, because Burton Cummings was in it.
Yeah, okay.
Eric Clapton's father is Larry Graves. Ew.
The Guess Who played here about 3 or 4 months ago, and it wasn't any other. I think the drummer is still there from the Guess Who.
Well, the drummer has the rights to the name.
Yeah, so he's
But the Guess Who
member of
comes
the Guess Who.
down,
Yeah.
the drummer is the only original Who.
Mhm.
Guess Who.
Mhm. Right.
There's no Burton Cummings.
Mhm.
I did see Burton Cummings here, I don't know, what, 6 years ago?
Mhm.
Like that. But yeah, there was a little reunion tour with Burton and Randy back in, I don't know, 10 years ago, roughly 10 years ago, maybe 8 years ago. And I saw that one. I saw that one for free. My favorite Canadian
You
band.
too, yeah.
And you too, yes. Harem Scarum is a very
Oh, okay. It's not an Elvis movie, so okay then.
We're going to have to get Robert S. to do one of those obscure thingy. Yes, or Canadian. Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Wait. It is Tim Allen.
Someone joining us.
What's up, guys?
Tim. Hey, what's up?
Good. I have a big question for Tim Allen. I've been waiting to ask this one.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
What is your favorite Partridge Family album?
Oh, that's easy. Hang on.
That one, yeah.
Aha.
Yeah, my favorite's probably this one. So,
Yeah.
yeah. That'll be my only one, too.
Yeah. I'm going to have to get me one of those. And they're not exactly inexpensive either. Yeah, they're out there and they're not.
And oddly, this is the one that didn't come with anything.
Yeah.
Well, one of the two that didn't come with anything. But this I just like the songs on this one.
Mm-hmm.
This has Summer Days, which is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It has 24 Hours a Day. This is the first one I ever had when I was like, I still have my original copy of this from 1972 when I was like 10.
Oh, okay.
And it's in
Ricky
nice
James
shape.
wants to know what your favorite Replacements album is. Tough one.
Tim. Probably Tim. It's the first one I heard, and I think it's the best one. It's the last one with Bob Stinson. It's Tim. I'll go with Tim.
Tornado coming.
I better check. Let's see.
Duck.
I'll take my laptop in the bathroom. If it's...
Ooh. Hello, fit to be tied. I popped the question that everyone wants to know. Yes. We may be live watching a tornado hit the Kendall home.
Yeah, my apartment. I don't see nothing. I have the computer on. Let me check the channel 9.
Yeah, I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Ruben Kincaid or Brian Epstein. Cool managers, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Neither one was the best manager, but
Right.
I'd still go with Brian.
What you seeing there, Jeff?
Bridge Creek.
Oh,
You know
is
where
that nearby?
Bridge Creek is that away.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Is there a tornado in Bridge Creek?
Yeah. I'm
Does this
looking
make
at
you
it.
better run for the bathroom? And
No, it's going that way. If it were going this way, I'd be. Bridge Creek is over there. Bridge Creek is on the way going to Blanchard and Norman. So it's over this way.
I hope so. It's
Yeah.
moving away. It's going
Yes.
away. Yes. Because otherwise, you got to save the kitties.
I do.
Yeah,
I go
you
over and grab them.
have a box ready, dump them all in a box, put a blanket in there, save the kitties. Yes. Yeah. Oh, look, Elvis is here. Elvis is here. Nice to
Hey,
see you,
Elvis.
Elvis.
Hello.
Yes.
It's Elvin.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it's going. It's going toward. Okay, it's going up through says Newcastle and then Norman. So
Ugh.
it's not going to Oklahoma City where Joy lives or where I am back here.
Norman got hit last year.
I know Norman got it hit earlier this year.
It showed this morning like there's this big blob over southern mid America there, and it was saying like this part of the country has suffered 3,000 tornadoes already.
Yeah, yeah.
What? Move! Get
Mhm.
out of there!
I like Oklahoma. I like this
It's
state.
tornado alley. Like,
Yeah,
gee.
well,
Oh,
yeah. I was raised here.
outside here, nice and sunny, 78 degrees. Ooh, nice day. No tornadoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of weather has Tim got?
It was warm and sunny today.
Warm and
Low
sunny.
70s. Sunny, which is rare for we don't get very many sunny days where I live.
Huh.
We just don't.
But it's better than being in Oklahoma. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's sunnier here than Buffalo, but still we get a lot of. It's almost never sunny in Buffalo. People don't tell you that. People go, "Oh, Buffalo's a nice medium-sized city and a lot to do there," and that's all true. But you don't see the sun much.
Yeah. It's going away
It's
from me.
never sunny.
You see a lot of snow. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
when it
well,
snows in
because
Buffalo,
of the
it's like 3
lakes.
feet
It's
at a
the
time.
lakes, so you get all these clouds come rolling in off the lakes. Like
Mhm.
every day. It's
Yeah.
Lake effect snow. Right.
yeah.
I know.
So
They noticed that on Detroit television that when they were doing the, and here's the map of Michigan, and Detroit's like 72, and look at this, like Traverse City and all this kind of stuff. It's warmer than up there than it is down here. Crazy. So yeah, they made note of it on TV today. Uh-oh, Jeff's getting another tornado warning. Ooh. I don't want to see the roof start caving in and stuff. This could be bad. I don't know. I know my phone went off today. I run to see what it is, and it's we are performing a test of the emergency broadcast system.
Yeah. This is only a test.
Ah,
Yeah.
but why would Jeff leave Oklahoma now? They finally got electricity.
Yeah.
It's about time. It's been a
Mhm.
while.
They do.
They've been like cranking up electricity on what do you call those things? Yeah. Oh, anyway, Elvis wants to know how many movies has Tim watched so far in 2023.
I don't know. Probably close to 150. I try to watch a movie every day, and if it's short, maybe two.
What did you watch today?
I watched one today.
Yeah. What did you
It was
watch?
called Black Angel. It was a film noir called Black Angel, and it was really good. I thought it had a severe twist at the very end. I thought it was going to end like the bleakest I'd ever seen a movie end. I'm like, oh my God. But they managed to pick it up a little bit at the end. I'm like, 1946. The war's just ended. You're going to end a movie this bleakly? But they didn't. It was about a guy that was wrongly accused of murder and convicted, and it was his last day on death row, and the guy that could prove him innocent, they lock him up in the psych ward. Like, this guy's gonna die. I'm like, this is bleak, man.
Was it in black and
It was
white?
great. It was Dan Duryea playing a good guy. You don't see Dan Duryea playing a good guy much, but yeah,
Wow. Was it in
I
black
liked
and
it. It
white?
was good. Of course it was.
That makes it film noir because it's noir. It's black.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's film noir is a style. It's not really content. There's even a few color film noir films, but not very
Hmm.
many. And everybody argues like it's not
So,
film noir because it's color. Well, no, there are a couple of color film
so I
noirs.
guess The Wizard of Oz is not film noir.
No.
No, The Wizard
No,
of Oz is not film noir.
that's film color.
Yeah, I found a film noir online the other night. I'm gonna have to buy. Have you ever seen White Heat with James Cagney?
Oh yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah,
wonderful, man.
Is it
yeah.
better
I
than
don't
Yankee
know if
Doodle Dandy?
that's a little early for film noir. I'm
Yeah,
not sure that
49.
that's film noir, but it's heading there. It's heading
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
definitely.
Hmm.
It's the roots of film noir.
Yeah, it's really good.
Hmm. So Tim Allen's shelf is full of noir.
Hmm.
Pretty much so, yes.
And my shelf is full of all
Yeah,
sorts of
that's why
things.
this year I'm
Yeah.
trying to watch black and white films, mostly film noir, and Hong Kong films. And I haven't. I
Yeah.
need to get going on my Hong Kong films. I've only watched a
Hmm.
few.
Henry has allergies.
Hello.
I'd rather face the rich people in Oklahoma than the crime and
Well,
tax man in New York.
well, come on. There's
I'm
nothing to
with you. I
people.
live in New York, and I'm
There's
with
a
you,
lot
man.
of empty houses you can
You,
rent
you know,
here.
I went and got my mail today, and I
Hmm.
was teed off. How do you get teed off by just looking in your mailbox? I'll tell
Tell
you,
us,
Hmm.
please.
because New York has outlawed plastic bags, right? And if you're going to have a paper bag, you have to charge for it. At least you're supposed to. Okay, right? So what do I see in my mailbox today? A plastic bag. Donate food to the food bank and put it in this plastic bag. Wait a minute. I can't go to the grocery store and get a plastic bag, but you're going
Yeah,
to
because they don't have them.
mail
That
one
doesn't make
to
sense,
everybody in
man.
the county, and that's okay.
Hmm.
I
Hmm,
don't
that
I
that
hate
makes
it,
no
man.
sense. Jeez.
No, it makes no
So,
sense. So everybody's
so
taking these plastic bags, winding them up, put them in the garbage. Of course they are. So
Now,
stupid New
Oklahoma,
York.
we still have plastic bags. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of them. I reuse them. You know. So.
No, they're cutting back here. It
Hmm.
depends on
we can't
the,
have a plastic bag.
the bigger chains have got it so that they want you to buy a reusable bag.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, that's what like New York wants. New York wants everybody to
Yeah,
bring in their own bag. It's
Yeah.
like
that's
no.
like this morning. See, I got to go. Yeah, I go grocery shopping at a place called Aldi's, and they charge 25 cents for a shopping cart, and I have a reusable
Mhm.
Yeah.
shopping bag, and so.
So I got a ton of these things, but you
Oh
know
yeah,
where people throw these out?
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, it's like duh. You just paid, I don't know, 50 cents or whatever for
Yeah,
a
50 cents,
reusable bag, and then you throw them out.
and they charge 25 cents for a paper
And
sack.
then you go back to the
So,
store and buy another one. What are you doing? It's
hmm.
reusable.
Yeah.
So I don't, people. I don't understand people.
Did I ever tell you my thrift store has reusable bags for like $2 because they got rid of bags a long time ago. But the funny thing is, people donate Target bags and they
Yeah,
sell
yeah,
Target
mine
bags
too.
for $1.
Hmm.
And people
Yeah.
buy them because it's better than paying $2 for their bag. So people
Hmm.
spend $1 for a Target bag.
Yeah. It just depends on what time of the country that you live in, I guess.
People are strange. You know that.
Yeah.
You know. What was it was, I guess it was on Facebook today that Burger King is closing another 400 of their locations. Well, ooh, if they do something to fix them up instead of them looking like war zones or something.
Well,
Yeah.
the problem is they fixed all the ones in my area up, but nobody likes them. It's because they're doing the same thing that they're doing to McDonald's. They're making them very uncomfortable in very places you don't want to be. You want to fix them up. They did the same thing to Wendy's. You want to fix them up. Put in nice, comfy benches and make it nice for people to be there. Don't make it horrible. You make it horrible, and then oh, geez, nobody's going to our restaurant. It's because it's horrible.
know.
Why do you want?
I know. See, Daryll knows all about it.
Zero's here. Hey, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hello, Daryll. Hey.
Hello.
When was the last time you went to Burger King?
Hi, guys. I think I need to turn off my.
Yeah, you turned it off already.
Hey, go ahead.
Screen?
Come back.
Off his screen.
I can't think of the last time. I think my son and I went to Burger King before Christmas. We just don't eat out anymore. Yeah.
Ooh.
I went once, and it was like $3 more than the menu said, and I'm like, you know what? That's it. I'm done with this place.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like the Burger Kings here, they look like they're abandoned. You know, you drive by and there's no cars in the lot. Like, who's working the place? You know, there's no cars around. Are they even open?
That's like we had this Burger King. It had like this sunken floor, and there was with nice padded seating down there, and a TV hung up, and it was a nice place to be. Well, they closed it. They remodeled it. Got rid of the sunken floor. There's just these little tables that slide around and these little like metal chairs. It's like they took all the TVs and everything out. It's like, well, that was you know, no, don't want to go there. It's horrible.
We're gonna give Daryl another try. Go, Daryl.
Come back. Part 2.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay. That happens.
I think you hit the wrong button there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay, we're good now.
Yeah, I think you were good actually the first time. I didn't hear any echoes.
Hey, you guys are talking about fast food restaurants.
Yes.
You're starting to make them so inhuman. It's like Tim says, you go in there, and it is not that it's like your grandmother's kitchen, but you go in there and it's so otherworldly that you don't really want to spend any time in there. They're redesigning these things to take any human element out of the component as possible. It's just we're headed in very strange directions as far as how a commerce is done in restaurants and brick and mortar department stores and such. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Now, they're closing 400 stores. One of the biggest franchisees in Michigan went bankrupt. Oh, are you talking about the Elias Brothers Big Boy stuff? Because that was in the news earlier in the week.
Was it?
Yeah, but that's got more to do with bad management. Because the guy who had the franchisee for Big Boy decided to put all his money into a money laundering.
Yeah.
It went, so all of a sudden, now we have no money for the Big Boy restaurants. We got to close it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the Big Boy stuff is likely going away. He's saying Burger King. Well,
restaurants, I don't know, but retail stores, you know, I hinted at this in a comment I made with Mayo on his video about that the other day. He did a video about media is not dead just because you can't get it at Target or whatever what you want. It's not dead and blah blah blah. But my comment on that is it's not just media. It's most merchandise, and it's because the post office, like, they did these deals. They gave huge discounts to Amazon, and they're not the only company. And China has amazing. We discount shipping from China amazingly, and and that's what's killing retail. I hate to say it, but our postage is way too cheap in America, and people complain about how expensive it is. It should be way more expensive. Because if it was, then guess what? People would shop locally again, and the economy would rise. Post is killing the economy, basically. Cheap postal rates.
Yeah.
I go on eBay and I see that shipping cost, and I go, no.
Yeah, you have to look real carefully. The CD
Ship
is
us.
only $2, but $17.50 for postage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, moving on.
Mhm.
So, let's just say I've got two things coming. I've got ABC and I've got some madness coming.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Ooh. So
Well, I'm going to buy some more goodies. I still have some money coming from my son, so when that comes, I'll buy myself some more goodies. So
I know.
we'll see what happens.
See how we influence each other on music.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It works. Don't
hmm
you? So, am I going to buy the Decemberists? No.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I hated to break it to Robert S., but man, that is just not in my wheelhouse. Not. And I left a comment and said one or two of them I thought were okay, but that is not in my wheelhouse at all. But I appreciate he opens my eyes to a lot of music that I do like. Just the Decemberants weren't in that category.
Yeah,
I bought
And like
I haven't watched
everything,
that one. I have a feeling they're not in my wheelhouse either.
Yeah.
Tim, there's a part 1 and a part 2.
Yeah. You have to watch both.
Don't just watch one. Watch them both.
Yeah. So, yeah, we influence each other, like introduce or reacquaint with
I try.
bands.
Oh, yeah, with all kinds of the 60s stuff and,
There's only so
sometimes
many.
it works and sometimes it doesn't.
There's only so many hours in the day, and I rely on other people who I feel like I've got a similar taste in music in to sometimes turn me on to stuff.
Right.
That's one of the values of having this community is you
Oh,
can
right.
lock into where people's tastes are.
We're on the same age and we like the same stuff.
Yeah.
Now, you guys want to see a tornado right quick?
You're not looking outside the window, are you?
Look.
What the?
Wait, I gotta blow that up.
That's Bridge Creek, Oklahoma.
Dude looks like he's in a cloud.
Really?
No, he's in a helicopter.
Okay.
He's in a helicopter. What?
Yeah.
Where's the helicopter?
He's in it.
He's in it.
Yeah.
He's in a helicopter.
Yeah.
Oh, they're superimposing the helicopter
Yeah.
in the back of the weather person.
Yeah, Blanchard looks nasty too. Blanchard is over that way, about 20 miles. So.
Now, what is a Gong RSD today?
Probably there's a group called Gong, I think.
There's a group called Gong.
Gong is a prog band.
Yeah, prog group. Mm-hmm.
Never heard of it.
I've heard of them because I've listened to a lot of Yes and ELP, and I've heard of Gong, but I haven't listened to Gong.
That's obscure.
It is.
I've got to put a moratorium on new music purchases. I just took a big box of CDs that I haven't even cracked the plastic on. That I just throw in a box here and haven't listened to. There must be 25 CDs I've not even listened to.
You must share them with us.
Okay, I got to go upstairs and get them. You're going to really chastise me. What a doll to find all this stuff. I'll be back.
Yeah, sure. Come on back.
That's fine.
Daryl's got to go get 25 CDs.
25 CDs. I was just wondering.
And you buy it, you just go like, and.
Did you see the CDs I showed Tim? Oh, he's leaving.
No.
Tim, he's gonna look for some.
I picked up two things today. One you probably wouldn't be interested in, but.
Well, I found a rare Holly CD.
This was $4. This was. Oh, go ahead.
And then this one cool. I found A's, B's, and EPs. So. And then I got this Robert Plant double disc, that stuff.
Wow.
Go ahead. Now, your turn. And what do you got? And that is... Oh, the soundtrack.
Way by Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
I think it's a Bargoon by the little sticker I see on it.
I think I bought it on an album one time. I saw Paul McCartney's name.
$4 on CD. I'm like, I'll pick this up. Just to have it in my
collection.
The CD collection.
Oh my gosh.
It's ridiculous.
I know I had a good laugh when I saw that box.
My God. What is wrong with me? Well,
this is going to be fun.
Here we go.
All you ski lodge people, Explorers Club. I've got this and I've got another one in my CD player upstairs. But if you like Great harmony vocals, kind of Beach Boysy, but not. Great pop. These guys are terrific.
Mhm.
And like I said, I've got one in the CD player upstairs, and I also have this one here I haven't played yet.
You know, if Steve Snee's watching, he might want some of this.
Yeah, really.
He's the one that turned. Well,
Yeah.
I knew about Explorer Club, but he's been touting them for a long time too.
Yeah.
I finally got this because someone says it's like
I have
the great
3 or 4 Explorer Clubs.
Oh, okay.
the great
Yeah, that's,
lost Fleetwood Mac
Fucking
album was
It's-
this.
It's really mellow, but it's really good.
Mhm.
I will dig it, I'm sure.
I really like that album. I have that on vinyl. I have all the Explorers Club I have is on vinyl too. I have 3 or 4.
Okay. Yeah, they're a great band. I love them. Have you guys ever heard of the Pearl Fishers?
Don't think I have.
Kind of
no.
like keyboardy, poppy, Todd Rundgren type
Yeah.
stuff.
And they did stuff on a typewriter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He writes
Yeah.
his songs really old school on the typewriter, the lyrics.
Yeah, like the Jerry Lewis.
Here's a funk rock guy I really like. Richie Kotzen. Have you guys ever heard of him? Have you ever heard of the
Oh,
Winery?
he said bad words.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
no.
Winery Dogs. Have you ever heard of that group?
I don't
That
think
one
I have, no.
Guy's terrific. He's probably one of my favorite guitarists and very soulful vocalist, a lot like Glenn Hughes, who
Mhm.
was in Trapeze and in Deep Purple for a while.
Yeah,
but
for a little bit. Yeah.
great funk guitar singer and guitarist.
Mm-hmm. But he's got a potty mouth.
Yeah.
Not really. Here's a power pop group. I have heard this. I just haven't cracked my copy out of the plastic fuzz bubble.
There you go.
Just very catchy
Yeah.
power pop type music. Great vocals, great songs.
Fuzz
Know them. Would like to know them, but
Have you guys heard of Astral Drive?
No.
This guy's
don't think
another
so.
one. I'm a huge Todd Rundgren fan, so anybody that brings that kind of something, anything period of Todd, that great pop, 3-minute pop songs. This is Astral Drive. It's very similar to that period.
Where
of
do you
Todd.
find these things?
yeah, I see that
Doc,
CD.
Go ahead, Tim.
I see that CD in that name. I think Doors. That looks like Doors-ish to me.
Oh, the fuzz bubble.
Astral Drive with that cover in there. I'm thinking it's going to sound like the Doors.
Yeah, they need to talk to their marketing people.
Yeah.
I'm not. My younger brother was a big Southern rock guy with Skinnerd and Molly Hatchet and Blackfoot.
38 special.
Yeah, Blackfoot, whose
Yeah.
every song started with "Wheel." Anyway, I never thought I would dig this band as much as I do. It's called Blackstone Cherry.
Huh.
They are Southern rock, but not really Southern rock. Just solid hard rock, good vocals, great guitar work. I
Oh,
love
they're
that
as
band.
good as Kiss?
What's that?
Are they as good as Kiss?
Mhm.
Kiss is just fun. These
Yeah.
guys are take a little bit, not as campy as Kiss and everything, but very catchy songs, and they have it like a Southern rock tinge to them.
Just a tinge.
Just a tinge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna play, guys. I've got so many here.
I know. You're bringing the box through the door and
Yeah.
we're like,
I will
oh,
show you the box. I'll show you the box. That's still got. Look at
oh,
Oh.
that's more CDs than there was at the record store this weekend.
And then back here are like reviews and magazines for albums that I'm considering getting. But it is so stupid and ridiculous. No one should have that much music sitting there that you haven't listened to. So
Look, Wes got a
Oh, I've
Burt
got-
Camford.
I've got tons of music that I haven't listened to, but
I
I
just
get to it
feel so
eventually.
guilty. Eventually I'll get to it, but at the age I'm at right now,
Yeah.
maybe not.
Oh, I listen to everything as soon as I get it. I said, I can't wait to put this on and see what I get.
I should be that way, and I used to be that way, but anymore, it's just like I just pile it up in
Well,
stacks
I still
and then
got
throw it in a box.
player in the card, so once I buy it, right in the card.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's so crazy around here anyway that my brain is frazzled a lot. Even when I'm working, I don't want to listen to music. Like I say, a lot of times I've got 2 cats, 2 dogs, and 2 or 3 grandsons, 4 and under at the same time around here. And it's just the 3-year-old last week, he needs somebody in the bathroom with him when he goes to the bathroom. He likes company. So he's standing there peeing into the bowl, and I'm leaning on the sink just talking to him. He goes, I got poop. He takes the toilet lid and drops it down. And in a split second, I see his little pee-pee still on the porcelain, the bottom part, like a sacrificial lamb. And that lid came right down on it. My God. That poor kid was screaming. Mommy had to take him to urgent care. He's all right and everything, but shit, it's always something every freaking night.
Did it sound something like this?
A little higher pitched.
Probably.
Poor little guy. I couldn't get there. I saw it all happen in a split second. I'm going, oh no.
Oh, Nelly.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, Grandpa, what did you do to me?
It's your fault, Pa.
Yeah.
It's looking kind of flat. That's not right.
God, it was bad.
Yeah, that happened to my son when he was in kindergarten. He was going with another little boy, and the other little boy went boom, So.
He can't even he won't stand on a stool and get, a pitch. He's got to stand up there on his tippy toes, and that's just lean right on the porcelain. Oh, my God.
Wait until the zipper thing happens.
Oh. Yes.
Nobody wants the zipper thing.
I had a kid in grade school do the zipper thing. I went to Catholic grade school, and he was hopping around the restroom, screaming, and none had to come in there. And that's the most action she's had in a long time. Worked it out.
Oh, no.
My God.
Probably an elderly nun that looks like,
Oh, yeah. All of our nuns back in the day were like 87 and 10.
Yeah.
But mean. They can bring it if they had to.
Oh, yeah.
Visions of something about Mary. Horrific. That movie should have been rated X just for that one little split second.
It did have a little bit more. It did have a little bit more to it than you were expecting going in. Comedy. It might be a couple of fart jokes or something. I don't know.
Oh, come on, Daryll. Show a couple more of those wonderful CDs you got. I know you got a box.
Let me just
grab another handful.
I'll grab another handful here.
Grab another handful. Let's see what else you got.
Okay. Do you guys like Pugwash?
Pugwash.
He's a
Where
Scottish.
are you finding these things?
I'm just out there pulling here and pulling there and reading reviews. He's a.
I guarantee the material issue guys know every CD that you're showing.
Oh yeah, David Bashwood says I got all the stuff. Yeah, he's pretty darn good.
Yeah. I guarantee David Bash owns every CD that you're showing easily.
I recommend Pugwash highly. He's worked with Jeff Lynne a little bit, and I go for these guys that can write the hooks, that can write the great pop songs, great vocals and instrumentation. That's my sweet spot. So I recommend Pugwash. How about David Muir? Have you heard of the Merrymakers from Sweden? He was the main songwriter and everything. This is one of his solo albums.
It's a shame that Jorgen's not here. Jorgen probably know who he was. Because Jorgen's from Sweden,
Oh, yeah, Jorgen. Yeah, he would know.
Yeah, he would know probably.
Okay, let's see.
Are you finding these in the $5 bin at Walmart?
No, I'm afraid I'm paying.
These I guarantee these are online orders. You're not walking into even Amoeba and finding this stuff.
No,
probably.
Okay, I bought the last 2 Zombies albums.
Oh, okay.
And this is the one from. This is 2015, and they just released another one which I purchased. But you guys, I knew you'd know the Zombies.
everybody's been raving about that, and I didn't. I listened to some of it, and I'm just like, they're just getting old, and that's
Yeah.
Colin's voice isn't there anymore. I don't care what people say,
Yeah,
and
I
it's
know.
fine. It's fine, but I don't think it deserves the praise that everybody's heaping on it.
I know.
It's good for for 80-year-old men. It's good, but
Oh, hell
for
yeah.
Yeah.
80-year-old.
I think for guys our age that just long for a lot of music to be created the way we love it and the style we love
Yeah,
it and the general way they go about cobbling songs together. Anytime we get something close to our wheelhouse, we tend to just like
yeah,
oversell it. It's just
yeah.
like only natural, I guess. And uh, here's a group that earlier on I love. They've been around for over 30 years. This is like their latest Enough's Enough.
Oh,
They're like
you can see that.
Cheap Trick's redheaded stepbrother.
Mhm.
I like them. It's catchy stuff. Again, the same shit I told you about the last 3 or 4 albums. And this other
Well,
one I
there's
pulled.
so many ways you can remake "Don't Tell Her No" or "Tell Her No."
Oh yeah, you talking about the zombies?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Colin and Rod Argent had released stuff like decades after the Zombies' heyday, and it's pretty darn good. Now
Mhm.
these last 2 albums, I'm like Tim. I'm hearing all this praise, but I buffer that with knowing that people in our group are going to oversell that stuff. So don't get too carried away
Yeah.
with it. So we'll see what happens when we
I've
give it
got
a
a live
listen.
CD from either the late '90s or around 2000, and that's still really good. I mean, Rod
Mm-hmm.
could still really sing really well, and
Yeah.
but now it's just a little weaker. That's all. That it's just weaker, and you got to expect that.
Oh yeah, that's just
Don't
the good thing
oversell it.
about a lot of times with the arts is that you can hang in there a lot longer than you can like say if you're a professional athlete, man. When you hit your early
Yeah.
30s, you can just you're tobogganing downhill. In the
Well,
arts, if you keep
sometimes,
yourself fairly healthy, you'll be a bit less, but you'll still be good.
Or
or
Mhm.
sometimes
or
you should quit
go
when you're
with
ahead.
your changes. And some people are good at that, and some people are not. Like people like Ian Hunter. Ian Hunter, the tracks I've heard from his latest album are really good, and he's like 85.
You,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
that's the
his
thing. You
voice has
forget
just
how
gotten
old.
gravelly and scrap, but he works
Yeah.
with it. And some people don't
Yeah,
embrace that. He's embraced the changes over the years, and
yeah.
it works really well for him.
And Ian Hunter has always been older than what you thought he was. Because
Yeah.
even
Well,
when he was with
85.
Mott,
Oh
he was
yeah,
like an
yeah,
elder
he's
statesman.
old. He's like 5 years older than McCartney or something.
Yeah,
He's
Mhm.
close to
you would never
85 if
think
he's
that.
not 85.
Yeah, last one, kind of hard rock, the Dead Daisies.
Yeah.
Glenn Hughes is in this band,
Oh,
and
okay.
love him. So that's enough for Daryl's music corner here. That is
Okay.
just
Mhm.
disgusting, and no human should have that many new CDs that they've not even cracked the plastic on and listen to one song yet. That's ridiculous. So I'm gonna. Everybody's on vacation except for me around here. I'm tasked with taking care of the old animals, so I'm gonna plow through a lot of this stuff on my downtime. So
There you go.
Mhm.
Get into some of
There
that
you
fuzzy
go.
bubble. You want to know what that's
Buzz
about.
Bubble,
Here's the
yeah,
other
Buzz
CD
Bubble.
I
like the
picked up
Doors.
today
Okay.
that
What'd you get?
nobody will have ever heard of. This is from like the late '80s or early '90s. A group called Javelin Boot. Power
Who?
pop.
Yeah, you got
This is
me.
Yeah.
an album plus an EP plus there's like 3 bonus tracks on Pravda Records. I remember this from like 20 some years ago and
Yeah.
hearing about it. And I saw it used today for $5, and I picked it up just because when am I going to see this again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Never.
Cover looks like a Peter
Never
Gabriel
seen
record
for a
a
period.
bit. Yeah.
yeah, never
Wow.
heard of
And
them.
and the last track on it is they do a cover of ABBA's SOS. So that'll be worth
Oh,
it
that's
right
got to
there.
be wonderful.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The power pop version of SOS will be interesting.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Jeff, you were saying that Butterfly Holly's release is a
Mhm.
very good one. Last with
Yes.
Graham Nash.
Yes, it's the last one that he did with the band, and
Okay.
it's hard to find.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Oh, I
Yeah,
found
I
this.
never saw it on CD.
I saw one around $30, and I saw one, 40 or 50. This one cost me 15 plus tax. It was a Bargoon City.
No,
I
absolutely.
could sell this for 50, 60, but I like it. I really, really like it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll
Mhm.
keep my eyes peeled in case another one shows up in the
It's
wild.
Yeah,
really,
they're
really
on
good.
eBay, but they're expensive.
Yeah. Mhm.
So you just got to hit one like $10. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Two cartons.
Postpaid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't pick up very much vinyl, but Steve Schnee
don't.
had sold me on Badfinger's
Mhm.
Wish You Were Here album. And I was in a record store about 2 months ago and I found a vinyl copy. And I still have a turntable that plays and great speakers. So I picked it up. But normally I don't buy any vinyl. It's just that's such a rarity to find out anywhere that I says, you better pick it up. So
I bought the reissue of that on green vinyl when it came out a few years ago. It's one of my favorite albums. It's Snee's favorite album of all time.
Of all time, yeah, that's what he said. So
it's one of my favorite. It's my favorite Badfinger album.
Okay. Okay.
It's one of my favorite albums of all time too. Top 20 probably. Great album.
Yeah. Beetle Brad has me looking for the best of Alan Sherman.
Hello,
Seriously?
mother. Hello, father.
On album or because I'm
Bad. Tim has
okay. I was going to say
I got that.
probably. Yeah, I was going to say if you
No, I
really
got
want to
better
just
than
sing
that.
it.
I'm looking for
Yeah.
it. Here it is.
Or the box set with autographed and
Yeah.
His firstborn.
What the box set of
A
Alan
box set of Alan Sherman. Yes. Oh, look at that face.
Wow.
I remember watching him on Sullivan. Yeah.
Tim, that's Stan Freberg.
He looks like
that's
Gorman
right.
from the
I'm
Turtles.
sorry. I get them mixed
Not-
up. I have
Long
Alan
guy.
Sherman on record. I do. Do I have any? Yeah, I forgot. I just think of him automatically because I like him a lot better than I like.
I was
I've got
going to say,
Alan
like,
Sherman on
Stan
vinyl. I don't
Freberg
know if
got
I
that
have any
one,
CD.
like a box set.
I met Stan Freberg
Well,
about 15 years
Alan
ago.
Sherman, he has 2 or 3 good songs. Yeah, I guess the greatest hits would probably be enough for him because everything he did isn't great. His version of Downtown
Gotta have
is
I
really
Hate
good.
the Beatles.
They did.
A Bobby Sherman record were on the back of Raisin Bran. They had
Before that, yeah, they had the Archies and they had the
Jackson
Monkeys
5,
as
the
well.
Monkeys.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Buy that cereal.
But
Right now, Rice Krispies are giving away
I've got
a
this
flying
out.
disc. Ooh.
This is
You don't even have to send it box
since I got it out.
anymore.
This is an interesting box set because
Mhm.
it's 3 CDs. It's 3 CDs,
Yeah.
and I bet nobody has a box set that is 3 CDs and a videotape.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's an old
Yeah,
one.
that's unique for sure.
Yeah, that's an old one.
Oh,
And now it's just 3 CDs.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
okay.
This is pre-DVD.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so I've never seen the videotape.
Is that the Stan Freberg box? Tim, was that the Stan Freberg box? Oh, Tim has
Yeah,
lost
this is the Stan Freberg box.
Sad. With the VHS.
And it's cool because it comes in this. I like the packaging.
Mhm.
I kept the shrink on it because you can just cut it open, and I left it on the top and the bottom. I like the packaging. It's good.
Look, if
I
he's
keep the
even
shrink
kept
on
the
just because it
extra
gets the dust off,
That's amazing.
But yeah,
I didn't realize how much I was
Yeah,
saying before. He looks like Mark Vorman from the Turtles.
Yeah, he does. Mhm.
All he needs is more of the.
Yeah, it has a lot of hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
he was.
Mhm.
I'm a huge fan. I was sad when he died. He only died less than 10 years ago.
Yeah, I met him about.
I
15
dedicated a
years ago.
podcast to him. I already had it. How do you do it? I play a lot of his commercials. So what I did in that podcast, I didn't even mention it. all I did was every commercial I played was an Alan Freed commercial. Stan Freberg commercial.
And Freebird commercial,
So there was, I just put a ton of Stan Freberg in it because I was very sad.
And quick, Daryl, what cartoon character did Stan Freberg voice?
God, I should know that. And it was at a National Cartoonist Society event that I met him. I'm drawing a complete blank here. I knew he was involved in.
Are you talking a character or
voiceover?
He voiced my favorite Warner Brothers cartoon, but I don't know if this is what you're talking about.
Yeah, actually, that was what I was.
The Three Little Bops.
I've
played the soundtrack to the Three Little Bops on my podcast before. I played the whole cartoon, just the soundtrack.
Okay, I was thinking of a different one. He's a one-off character in a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Pete Puma.
Pete Puma.
And how many lumps do you want, Doc?
Yeah, okay.
That was Stan Freberg?
I believe it was.
The guy that did the, wow. Like I want a lot of lumps. Yeah, I remember that commercial.
I want a lot of lumps.
Yeah.
Which is
no more tea. That gives me a headache. So
coffee. Yeah, he says it. Just coffee. It's like, yeah, Bugs Bunny was from Brooklyn, so.
Yeah, I believe that was Stan Freberg.
Yeah,
okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
But the Three Little Bops, he did the jazz dialogue, and I just had his name, and now I forgot him. God, I just had it. I was thinking of his name, and it came to me, and now it's gone already.
Damn.
Shorty Rogers did the music, and it's just. I think it won an Academy Award. That cartoon. It should have.
I think that's right. Mm-hmm. Or at least nominated anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bugs Bunny didn't get an Oscar until one of his later cartoons that kind of sucked. So, it was like, we'll give the rabbit a Oscar out of.
But it was a good one, though. Wasn't that the Barber of Seville?
Years ago. So.
Was that the one, the Barber of Seville? Was that the one he won for?
No, it was one of those. Night Bugs was the one he got.
Oh, okay, I wanted that one. Okay.
But I mean, it was like a 1958 one.
Yeah, 1950s. All the good cartoons were made in the 50s.
Yeah, like, I don't know how many times he was nominated, but many of the earlier 1940 stuff should have won something.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, they give it to that Tom and Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what did they do?
The late 40s and early 50s, I think, is their best period.
Yeah.
Yes. That's why we watch MeTV on Saturday morning. All the good stuff. Yes. Most of the good stuff. Except during the Tom and Jerry segments, they have to get out these Gene Deek cartoons for Tom and Jerry. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they were parodied. How do you say that? Parodied on a Simpsons episode.
Yeah.
That, like the cat and mouse thing that Krusty the Clown would show. So we got this new cartoon from
Itchy and Scratchy.
Yeah, but we got this new cartoon from Bolivia or something like that. It was like Gene Deek type stuff. It was like, what the hell was that?
When I worked at the TV station in Columbus, Ohio, in the art department, this was before a lot of the networks were providing a lot of the programming on the weekends. We used to run Tom and Jerry cartoons on Sunday mornings.
Sure.
And we had an editor that had to go into every one of those Tom and Jerry cartoons and take out the black maid.
Oh, wow.
Get out of here, Tom.
Oh yeah. There's more Tom and Jerry cartoons that are sort of banned or at least edited severely than there are Warner Brothers cartoons, which is amazing to me because there's a lot of Warner Brothers, but Tom and Jerry's got tons. Almost 100, I think.
Yeah, the editor was actually a black woman, and she came down to our department, and she was,
"That's out of here! That's out of here!"
Yeah, she says, "I am sick of cutting up these cartoons just because it is made. I don't find it offensive.
I never did. I loved it.
But that was one of her jobs. She had to watch all those commentary cartoons and cut out the maid.
You know, people don't understand that. Believe it or not, some people actually acted that way.
It's like they're trying to erase history, and there's no intent to belittle anybody. It's just a personality, a character in itself.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah,
the world keeps on getting goofier, in my opinion.
Yeah, so it's not like
tired of people erasing
the Song of the South does not rile me up. Like, oh, that's terrible. Like, no, everybody's happy and telling stories and all this kind of stuff. Like, so what's wrong with Song of the South?
That's why it's bad. That's why, because slavery was the worst thing.
Yeah, but nobody's getting.
I'm not saying it wasn't, but slavery was so bad you can't possibly portray. No slave has ever had a happy moment in his life, and it's just ridiculous.
So Song of the South is lying to me. It's never like.
We've taken all the shades of gray out of life, and we've just made it such a black and white world that no one's using their gray matter and realizing parse these things
humor
out
anymore. You can't be funny anymore.
Right.
You can't.
I'm so thankful I work alone and don't have to put up with the BS that's corporate America these days. It's just I've got no tolerance. I could sit here and do my thing and not bother with anybody.
So does this mean Amos and Andy will never be on television again?
They probably still are.
Yeah, I think that's pretty safe to say.
Yeah.
There are people that complained about Jack Benny's Rochester.
Yeah.
It's just,
who's out there complaining about Aunt Esther?
People again. There were people that were like this. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
People, it wouldn't have been the hit that it was.
But you can have
resonate with people.
That's fine.
Well, what about that famous line that everybody loves from Sanford and Son, where Fred says to Esther, "I'm going to take your face and put it in some dough and make some gorilla cookies." Oh no, not that! No, you can't remove that. No. That's everybody's favorite line.
Yeah.
Old Red Fox.
The self-censoring of America. Oh, that's it. I'm moving.
Have you ever listened to any of his albums?
Yeah.
Some of my dad's friends had some of Red Fox's albums. They're interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to watch it when I was a little kid. Yeah, but
back in the day, those comedy albums, the adults would be drinking their cocktails and their Tom Collinses and put on, Red Fox and just laugh their rear ends off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The button-down mind of Bob Newhart.
Yeah.
Well,
I think I bought one comedy album my whole life. It was a George Carlin Class Clown.
Oh.
And as great as that is, comedy albums, I'm not going to sit there and listen to it over and over again.
No, well, people did used to. Even when I was a kid, comedy albums were still huge when I was a kid.
I know.
Yeah, they were. Me too. In the 70s.
We grew up on
the problem is people don't have the patience anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Now you can just, if you want to see, you see comedy now. There's no audio comedy anymore. You see comedy now, and that's
Oh,
my kitty's sleeping. So.
Wake him up.
I knew he would make an appearance here sometime.
Yeah. No, what hasn't made an appearance is Kendall's kittens.
Yeah, we're getting close. Okay.
How many kittens do you got?
7.
Jeff? 7. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
At one time in my life, I had a mom cat and 6 kittens, and boy, that was stressful trying to find homes for all of them.
He's got 7 kittens, and the mom and the dad, and then he has 2 inside cats and an outside cat. So, yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I bet Red would
Yeah.
just drop into his spiel at the drop of a hat. I mean, just he'd get in
Yeah.
a scene and it just let it go sometimes.
Yeah.
I bet.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
So,
I
mm.
If people were like those like there's about 100, and I'm talking to Jeff here now because he knows all this. There's about 100 Doctor Who's that are still missing, but they have the audio for
Yeah.
because a few people taped them off the TV. Could you imagine anybody doing that now? Anybody taping the audio from something off of television?
I used to do that in the
Would
80s. I
never
would tape
happen. And they still
SCTV
disregard.
onto a cassette
Yeah.
and then
I
listen to it
did
at work.
Yeah.
some of my local television hosts. I did
but
some
it
of
would
his
be gone
shows.
now.
Yeah, it's back in the 70s. I got a little pocket cassette recorder when I was 15, and I always started watching,
You'll
taping all
walk
sorts of
and
weird
stick it
stuff.
to the television.
Yeah, yeah. hmm Now my
I
wife used
used
to record
to
Doctor
tape,
Who on tape all the time.
I would tape live performances off of television, like if somebody good was on Letterman or something. I
Yeah,
had a
yeah,
wire hooked up from my TV. I opened up my TV and hooked a wire directly from the audio to my TV and ran it into my cassette deck, and I would record, off air, just the audio.
yeah. I recorded a lot of the audio from Saturday Night Live. When George Harrison was on.
Saturday Night Live,
Yeah,
stuff
with the
like
Rolling
that. I mean, it was
Stones and all stuff
mono
like that.
because this was before
Yeah.
stereo TV,
Yeah.
but still.
Wow, Tim, you're an
As
electronic
good as you
genius.
could get from
Yeah.
mono.
I never got into Doctor Who. I watched bits and pieces when I was playing King of Cable at like 2:00 in the morning, clicking around. It just never resonated with me. And it's
My
just one of
wife
those
was
things.
I mean, I like it, but I can watch it and then I don't have to watch it for another several months.
Right. There are
wife
people
was-
who are rabid
Yes,
Doctor Who
my wife
fans.
was
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
My wife was
I
one.
I like it when I watch it.
Ooh,
I watched. I
Hey.
just watched the other day. One of the ones with the female doctor, and everybody hates it. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
didn't think it was that bad. It wasn't amazing, but it was pretty good. I thought I didn't think it deserved all the hate it
Yeah,
get.
there are some serious arguments over who was a good Doctor Who and who sucked, and I
Mhm.
hate him.
Yeah.
And it's just like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
very
That's why they had
passionate,
20 of them.
very passionate arguments.
But
Yeah.
you didn't have dreams where you were being
But
chased by salt
for
and
Who
pepper shakers?
fans, the lady doctor,
No.
and I like her. She's scatterbrained, which is what the doctor's supposed to be. I like her.
Yeah.
I always had robot dreams. I was always being chased by. Always run upstairs because robots can't go upstairs.
Yeah. They can't go upstairs until a story in
Except that
1987.
I look behind it like,
Yeah.
dang, it figured out a way.
Yeah. Back after all those years.
Yeah, there's your helpful hint from tonight's show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him and the one and John and Tom Baker, the guy after him, was pretty good.
I always
He's had
thought
some good
I like
stories.
I like
Tom
that,
Baker
but I
was
like
good.
most of the doctors. I forget his name. Who was the guy just before the lady doctor?
Oh, the 12th Doctor.
I like him.
Yeah.
The
I
gray-haired
can't think of
guy.
his name. Yeah. He's one of the gray-haired guys. I knew
I
who he
just
was.
watched one of the Christmas
Yeah.
specials.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I like him. He was a good doctor. He had a heart. Most of the doctors just didn't act like they cared about anybody.
I really liked David Tennant, Doctor Who number 10, and some of his stories got more ratings than back when they had more rating when Tom Baker was Doctor. So he was really good.
Wow.
Are any of you guys really passionate Star Trek fans and follow all the subsequent story? I mean,
Not really.
Yeah.
The original series and the original movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My dad was a big fan of the original.
Yeah.
I would watch it at times. I like the
Next
girls in the
Generation was
miniskirts.
okay, and that's it.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
Ooh. Spooky. Ooh.
Yeah, and I like to kind of seeing the original guys in the movies. and they quit making the Next Generation movies because they didn't make nearly as much money.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody
as the original
cares.
films. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, but we got the card back again. Picard season 3.
It was okay. They were trying to recreate the '80s, and the guys like something like Patrick Stewart or something like 80. He's in his 80s too, so it's kind of like it's kind of difficult.
85.
Yeah, but it had its moments, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Like
That's
Picard's
movies are
birthday.
kind of still and stagnant, and there's a lot of times when there's just nothing going on and everything's quiet, and it's like you need that young burst of energy that you can't get from guys in their 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
You can't have too much chin rubbing and reflection, and you need to have a bit more to keep people's attention.
Yeah.
What I thought was kind of like impressed as I look back on it is the Batman TV show. And if you watch episodes with Cesar Romero playing the Joker, that guy was pretty old at that time. And he mixed it up on those fight scenes pretty damn well.
Yeah, that was him.
And that was him. He really relished mixing it up like that, throwing those fake punches and everything. But you got to hand it to the guy.
Oh, yeah, they loved doing it.
Oh, yeah.
That was the show.
Burgess Meredith were always saying, "When's the Penguin coming back?"
Yeah, that was the show back in the day. Everyone.
I watched the Jackie Chan film from about 5 years ago, and he's still doing amazing stunts. And I'm like, how? He's in his 60s.
Yeah.
How is he still doing some of this stuff?
Yeah. Even if
he's not doing as much as he did, but still.
But even if you're in great shape, I mean, you would think that once or twice he did a stunt that did not turn out well, and he just got the ramifications of that he's still dealing with. But as you say, I mean, hats off to him. He's still out there doing it.
Now, there was one star that had an accident on the set. If anybody used to watch the Wild Wild West, Robert Conrad, he did a stunt wrong, and he missed, and he was in the hospital for a little while.
Yeah, there was a lot of those guys that were very adamant about doing their own stunts.
Many times.
Yeah. That was another favorite show when I was a little kid.
Chan hit his head and went into a coma. It didn't last very long, but Chan put himself in a coma for a minute.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Shatner
is 91.
93, yeah. He keeps asking, "Why am I alive?" Well, you are. Just hush,
You know what's was a revelation to me was Shatner did an album with Ben Folds. This is about 20-some years ago. That is a damn good album. He just does a bunch of mostly covers.
Yeah.
And he doesn't necessarily sing the songs, but his oration and his delivery of the lyrics and the music that goes with it, that album's a real gem. It really is. I love it.
I still have not found this soundbite yet. Somewhere in a Batman episode, you go, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
I have not found that yet. I got 3 seasons to find it. I still haven't found it.
You better get to watching. There's one.
Ooh.
I'm like Lurch.
Yeah,
like Ted Cassidy.
Yeah, Ted Cassidy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but so somewhere in one of those Batman episodes, it's like the second part of the 2-parter when they say, "Here's what you missed yesterday" type thing.
Right.
And the narrator goes, "Oh yeah."
You got to watch them all to find out. Yeah.
It'll be in the first 2 seasons somewhere because they didn't have the catch-up part in the first season. So somewhere in there.
Back then, they had it on twice a week on Tuesday.
Yeah, Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Or Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah. Wow.
I know. Yeah. So like I actually watched Lost in Space for.
Doc, I may have brought this up before about Lost in Space, but even as a kid, when they went to that second season, they went in color and then they tried to be campy like the Batman show.
Yeah.
the vegetable people and everything. I was done with
Come
it.
on, I
Even
like
as a little kid, just, I'm done.
Yeah.
What was
I'm
genuinely eerie was Outer Limits.
Oh yeah, the original
That
Outer
was
Limits was good.
genuinely a very eerie show. I mean,
I remember that show.
that scared the crap out of me a few times.
Yeah, they're taking control of your television set.
We will control the horizontal,
So there's
the
some
vertical.
good episodes.
Yeah.
Really good episodes.
Yeah.
You mean
And
I can't
everybody else-
change the channel? Oh
No,
no!
you can't talk. They're controlling it.
Yeah,
Oh,
now there was another Irwin Allen show that not too many people like. That was one of my. Does anyone ever like to watch Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea?
No, I never cared.
Oh
for it.
yeah, it was
And
always
in the submarine,
every
or some kind of monster. Yeah, yeah. That either this or a monster or something. Yeah.
They'd go
Hey,
flying
Brian,
back
stay
out of
down
the
there.
submarine.
Yeah, they do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how they did
Beetle
those,
Brad, we don't got him. Where is he?
Yeah.
you
Where
know
is
how they
Brad?
did, Daryl? You know how they did those things where they like when they're going back and forth to the
Yeah.
sub or the Jupiter 2? You know how they did that, right?
Did they just turn the camera and?
Well, yeah, but the trick on how did the cast know when to dive to the other side?
I don't know. Did they have the director?
No, because Irwin would stand to the side with a pail and a stick.
Oh,
Stomp.
Ding! Turn the camera. Go to the
ding.
left.
Yeah.
Ding!
And then they show the miniatures going. Yeah.
You're
So
not
if
gonna
you
you're not gonna get this kind of inside info on any
if
other
you-
podcast
If
on
you
a
listen
Thursday night.
real
folks.
close, you can hear the bang of the pail. Land of the Giants, I got out of real quick.
Land of the Giants.
It was kind of over for me by then.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
No, like I tried watching some of
I
those
liked
Giants.
it, but I was about 8. You know.
Yeah, all that stuff you would really give it a solid chance at that age.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Night Stalker was good for the
Oh
first
yes,
movies.
yes, yes.
that
I like
made
the
for
movie.
TV movie. The first one with the vampire is a
Mhm.
stunner. That was
I
that guy that played the vampire.
yeah.
When he's about to get hit with the stake, the look of his face, that acting was tremendous because he knew his
He was going to die.
hundreds of years of life was over in that
Yeah.
moment. He had that. It was pitiful. You almost
That
felt
was
sorry
actually-
for him.
Late in his career, and the movie was made in 1972, I think. You know, he was dead by the end of the decade.
Yeah, and
I
he
was
did
never a
Christmas
fan of
Story and a
Uncle-
couple other things, but
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he was an
Mhm.
older actor. At
Older
that,
actor.
and that was a very physical role too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I read where they were going to be another Night Stalker movie, and they decided to do a series out of it.
Oh yeah,
Did
there were
they-
two. There were two.
Yeah, but I know there's going to be a third one.
Who are they
Well,
going
they
to
did what
cast
they
in
did.
the Darren McGavin role?
So I mean, the same guy. Darren McGavin's going to do another movie, and they decided to do a series instead.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, Brad, you better keep an eye on your way.
Oh, be careful, Brad.
Ooh, yikes. Beetle Brad the vampire. Ah!
Yeah.
You're okay, scared.
One of my personal favorites, the original Twilight Zone.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Very well written episodes. By and large, very well written.
I have memories of watching it with my dad, being real little,
Yeah.
and I've got all the seasons on DVD, and that's
Yeah.
great. Well made
Well,
episodes.
Like you, Jeff, my dad started me on all that stuff.
Oh
too.
yeah.
Because
Mhm.
growing up in Northeast Ohio, we used to have a Friday night horror host.
Yeah, we did too.
Goulardi, and then after
Mhm.
Goulardi, there was Houlihan and Big Chuck, and they would run a horror movie on Friday night and do little skits and everything. And
Yeah.
I always watched that with my dad.
Yeah, when we come back from the drive-in, it was time to turn on and watch the scary movie. And see, when we went to the drive-in, my mom and dad and I, we had all our own popcorn. So my mom would never eat, so I'd put all the popcorn together and have this big tub of popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
I can watch a scary movie in that popcorn. And my dad would get up and watch it with me, and because my dad watched that kind of stuff. And actually, my grandfather used to watch the original Karloff films back in the 30s,
Mm-hmm.
in the early 1930s.
Yeah, my dad started me with all those
Mhm.
Universal films and everything.
Oh yeah, me too. My grandfather said it was a small farming community in Oklahoma, and they actually gave a free popcorn.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
okay.
Now that your drinks they had to pay for.
You had to pay for the
Everybody had some popcorn. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. But it was
These-
like 25 cents or 10 cents to get into a movie back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1932 or 33, something like that.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Now, Daryl, did you watch The Ghoul?
Why am I drawing a freaking blank?
The movie?
Cool.
No. He was the horror host.
Oh, The Ghoul.
Yeah, The Ghoul.
Mhm.
Not Svengoolie. Not Svengoolie.
The
The
Ghoul.
Ghoul. Yes. And he was out of Cleveland.
Not Ghoulardi, but the Ghoul.
The
We had
Ghoul.
the Ghoul in Cincinnati.
I thought he was from Cleveland.
You know what was a creepy horror show host? And if you go on YouTube, you can find the intro to his show. He was out of Indianapolis and he was called Sammy Terry. Sammyterry.
Hmm.
That makeup and that guy scared the crap out of me. As he was out of Indianapolis and he was on for decades. Sammy Terry.
He's probably still.
Sammy Terry.
Ooh.
We didn't have that, but we did have Thriller or Chiller on Friday or Saturday nights. I think it was Saturday night. That my family would watch, and I don't remember if it was Thriller or Chiller, or maybe they alternated. I can't remember, but I know the intros were the same. It always freaked me out because the intros were the same. 6 fingers, and one of them had 5, and I don't know which is which, but that was the difference between the two. There's the number of fingers on the hand.
Five
Scary.
fingers are pretty scary. Oh no!
What movies or what scenes in a movie scared the ever-loving crap out of you when you were a kid? Can you recall any of those?
Me? There was
Any
a
of them.
movie that I went to. It's a William Castle movie. It's Barbara Stanwyck's last feature film. It's called The Night Walker.
Barbara Stanwyck. Woo,
And it scared it's stuff about coming back from the dead. And and that movie gave me nightmares. And I finally was able to find a DVD of it. And that's what scared me. You know?
Yeah.
And
Well,
actually, the actor who played her husband, you know who it was?
Yeah.
His name was Hayden Rourke. You know
Oh
who
my
he was?
gosh! My dream of Jeannie.
Dr. Bellows is in it. Yeah.
no
Oh,
kidding.
Dr. Bellows.
He's in lots of stuff.
Oh yeah. But that movie terrified me when I think I saw it at the movie when I was about 4. So
Yeah.
it's
The one that scared me on Thriller/Chiller was the
6
crawling
fingers are
hand. Just
Crawling
because
hand.
I had nightmares of this detached hand because it's so small and it can
Yeah.
choke you and kill you, and it's only this big. And this detached crawling hand that
Yeah.
just freaked me out as a kid.
Not
The
the
crawling
Godzilla,
hand.
but that creepy hand crawling,
Yeah,
straggling.
yeah. Big monsters, and you can run away from a big monster. You're gonna spot it before it gets anywhere near you. You can run away, but the crawling hands are gonna be right on you before
Yeah,
you
man.
see it.
What
good.
movie was that, Tim? I missed.
The
Crawling hand.
The
The crawling hand.
MC 1964 says Barry Atwater was the vampire in the Night Stalker movie.
Yeah.
What a vampire! I
He
mean,
was good.
he brought so much to that character. Very menacing, yet when he was being killed, you almost felt sorry for him. That look on his face was like an animal that's cornered and then boom, you're gone.
Yeah, he had to make that scowl, that kind of sound, because they had a new handheld camera, and it made a noise.
Oh,
So he had to make a noise.
to cover up the,
Kind of a.
I've got a
sometime.
few scare the crap out of me stories from when I was a kid. One of them that I wasn't actually privy to was all the neighborhood boys at about 1968 or 69, whenever Night of the Living Dead came out, and that was unrated. You had about 5 or 6 boys my age that all went to that movie. They came out of that thing all effed up. One of them was my brother. He was terrified. I had to switch beds with him because his bed faced the hallway and he was just freaking out. Yeah, that stuff
It's under the bed. It's under the bed.
None of those guys were right after that movie.
Closet.
Yeah. How about the brain that wouldn't die?
For me, the scariest part about Night of the Living Dead is the ending. When the
he got shot, the guy.
The hero.
The cops shoot the last non-zombie. It's like, okay, now none of us are safe. That's the scariest thing in the movie.
That, and I saw it years later. Like I said, I was sick when everybody went to that movie as kids. But when I did see it, the little girl killing her mother is also pretty creepy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, there's a lot of scary stuff.
Jeff doesn't have any pants on.
Huh?
I think the scariest thing is that Jeff doesn't have any pants on.
I'm glad I was looking away.
Ooh, yeah.
The brain that wouldn't die. I remember watching that on like that Friday night horror show, and the end is that girl's head in that vat with the flames rising up, and she's just laughing maniacally.
Mm-hmm.
That was a creepy moment. That was one where I turned all the lights on to my bedroom as I went down the hallway.
Sleeping with the lights on tonight, Mom. Turn them lights. I can't.
I've forgotten who she is now. She is she did a part in a movie. She didn't do very many movies, but she did a very famous part in a movie, and I learned what it was like 6 months ago.
The lady that was the head in the tray.
Oh
yeah.
She was really pretty. She was really attractive.
Yeah, she did something, and I forget what movie, but it's a movie that most of us have seen, and it's sort of this iconic thing, and nobody knew it was her. She was reduced to this by that point.
Beetle Brad, Sammy Terry. Yeah. It genuinely a creepy looking character. I mean, you guys look it up on YouTube, Sammy Terry. And tell me, looking at him, he doesn't creep you out big time. Now, when I was younger than that, the movie promo for Whatever Happened to Baby Jane scared me shitless. Me and my brother ran from the TV room when that promo came on with the baby doll's head with the part cut out here. Black. And she's like, we screamed and ran down the hallway and grabbed my mother's leg. She was at the stove with like a skillet and hot oil. Just a catastrophe in there. Yeah, that was another one that really scared me.
Richard Anderson, the guy from $6 Million Man?
Yes, he was in the second.
He was a spooky guy.
Yeah, he played a man who from the Civil War who got and there was a lot of veteran actors in that movie.
Not as scary as my ex-wife.
Yeah, John Carradine was in it, and Margaret Hamilton, and Al Lewis was in it.
Wow.
And
cast.
Wally Cox was in it, and and then there's a lot of older people in it.
Well, what's the consensus? What's the consensus here? Are you Munsters people or Addams Family people? What do you prefer? Addams?
Addams Family.
Ooh, you have to think.
As a kid, I like the Munsters better, but as an adult, I can appreciate the Addams Family.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
as a kid, you have the Frankenstein monster, and you've got the Dracula type character with Grandpa.
Yeah,
that resonated a little more with me when I was a kid, but as an adult, I can appreciate the Addams Family.
Yeah, the Addams Family with all the crazy characters.
Oh, Mick says Munster.
Yeah, I read somewhere where the only cast member of the original Munsters movie is the character who played Gomez. And the new Munsters movies, the only character who is dead is the actor who played Gomez.
Wow. See, you're getting all kinds of information
all kinds of weird stuff.
Fox Thursday Night Talk. You're not going to get this anywhere on the interweb.
John, what's his name? John
Aston.
John Aston, I think, is in his 90s, but he's still with us.
He's still kicking.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So is June Lockhart. She's still
Yeah, 90 something.
Yeah, June Lockhart's still around.
Yeah.
Shatner's 92, and
Mel Brooks is still there.
Yes.
Mel Brooks liable to go over the edge. He's fixing to be 98.
Bob Barker.
Bob Barker's keep coming on down. Yeah,
Yeah.
all those years.
Make sure to get your pets neutered and spayed.
Spayed and yes, and
Yeah.
especially mine. And have some more kittens. Yeah.
No, Jeff, you got to keep the cycle going so you can.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And here's the new batch of Kendall's kittens. Here we go.
See, because he brought the mama cat home with him,
Oh, how
See?
nice.
so maybe he bring another cat home with him. So
I know
Yeah.
Sammy Terry. He was a friend when I was
Mhm.
growing up in Indianapolis.
Wow. So
I-
Brad knew
You know,
Sammy.
Brad, I used to see
Wow.
Sammy Terry when I lived in Cincinnati, and I'd play King of Cable, and I'd just click around, see what I could find, and I came upon Sammy Terry out of Indianapolis, and I was duly freaked out as an adult.
mhm.
John
93.
93.
Yeah, when I had cable, I had a station out of New York City, and they showed scary movies, but they didn't have a host. I had WOR channel.
Yeah,
New York
I got
Yeah.
WOR. There
Yeah.
was 3 New York City channels we got.
Yeah.
NEW, WOR, and PIX.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere I lived, I
Right.
had access
Yeah.
to lots of local horror hosts. Like when I was in Columbus, there was Fritz the Night Owl. When I was in Northeast Ohio, like I said, it was Coulardi, Houlihan and Big Chuck, and out of Pittsburgh, there was, what the heck was the guy's name? I'm drawing a blank, so I'm not gonna. But that's a bygone thing. I mean, you have Svengoolie, who's syndicated now, but
And he's older too. He's 70.
There's still a show in Buffalo that's been around since the 80s. I'm trying to think of what it's called. It's still around. And they put some stuff on YouTube here and there.
okay. The one in Pittsburgh, his name was
I
Chili
can't think of
Billy
what it's called.
Cardilli.
Yeah.
You
And we
could
had a
probably
local
find
guy
him on
here
YouTube.
that retired a few years ago, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Uncle
My guy from Oklahoma
Uncle
City
Pete
retired a couple of years ago. He's approaching 100,
Oh,
and he
what
was
is-
doing it since the 50s. So.
Uncle Pete had the Dark Vault of Public Domain,
John Vinyl
which
Show.
is a great name for a show.
No,
These
in
guys did a
Detroit,
lot with a
but
limited budget. They really did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In
Oh,
Detroit,
yeah.
we used to have Sir Graves gas.
Uncle Pete was funny. Uncle Pete wasn't a horror host, and he didn't just show horror. He showed a lot of horror, but he just showed
Yeah.
bad movies. And
My guy
he
showed some
wore
comedies
like
as well.
this red silk, jacket and a fez.
Mhm.
Silk
There's-
fez. He was cool. He was funny. He did some good stuff.
There's a horror show similar to that that's on YouTube, and it's out of California, and I think it's called Chiller Theater with Vincent Van Gogh or something, and Tangela. She's like a little, very cute, like a little ghost type character, and then they have a very tall, skinny butler, and I forget what his name
Oh
is.
yeah, didn't they show those show movies?
They show mostly
Yeah.
horror movies and do little
Yeah.
skits and
Yeah.
stuff in between. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did a show with 1 or 2 shows with Uncle Pete once. They got together
Oh.
and like live stream however you live streamed whenever they did this like 10 years
Mhm.
ago or whatever. I think there was 1 or 2 that they did together.
Okay.
So I think I know who they are because of Uncle Pete.
Yeah, because they do that. They'll interview other horror hosts or other actors or actresses that appeared in these B movies that they're showing. So it's a pretty entertaining
Mhm.
show. I'm watching.
Oh yeah, that's the guy that I did. Oklahoma did the same thing.
hmm
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got the Velvet Underground.
Hmm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you can't go wrong with Velvet Underground, Tom.
No.
I don't have that box, but I have the outtake disc from the box, and then I have on vinyl. I have the Velvet Underground mono box, which is all you need, sort of.
Did we get Popeye and Genie in the morning?
When I was in Northeast Ohio, we used to have a kiddie show host out of Cleveland called Barnaby, and he wore a vaudeville hat and a vaudeville jacket with the stripes and a bow tie, and that's all he showed was Popeye cartoons, played his little ukulele, and it was,
Wow.
it was kind of a very weird.
Stay tuned for another Popeye cartoon.
But he showed the good ones. I mean, the Fleischers. So
Oh, the Fletcher stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Kiddie show hosts
Thanks.
are a bygone thing too.
Hmm.
Now, in Northeast Ohio, we had a ton of them. Captain Penny, Woodrow the Woodsman, Raggedy Ann and Andy, the aforementioned, what did I just name?
I know. Earlier this
Barnaby.
evening, I was watching an old Little Lulu cartoon.
Yeah, we had one locally. I lived in Youngstown. He was called Barney Bean. And he wore a cowboy hat sideways with a big safety pin in the front. And he was also a ventriloquist. And he
Oh,
had
wow.
a dummy called Sherwood. Sherwood always would wear a button that said, "I like girls."
Oh,
And what he'd
Okay.
do is if your birthday was coming up, you send your name into Barney Bean, and he would have a big drawing board and big paper. He would take your initials, like Doc Dawkins. He would do 2 D's, and he'd make a cartoon character out of those your initials.
That sounds like something our Bozo would do.
Yeah, he was one of my cartooning
I wonder if it's
inspirations.
the same
Barney Bean.
guy. You know, because our first Bozo would play pick initial, and then your initials are DC, and he'd put a D and he'd turn it into something on the easel.
Yeah, he was a
And then he
master
lost
at
his job because they lost the franchise to the Bozo thing, so he became another clown called Oopsie.
Oopsie.
well,
And then he ended up in Kitchener, Ontario, and whatever.
Oopsie.
He was everywhere. I know how. Oh, Captain Kangaroo, ooh, that's scary stuff. Ooh, I'd hide behind the couch.
You didn't like Captain Kangaroo, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna go visit Grandfather Clock. Oh
Uh-oh.
no! Behind the couch.
I didn't like Romper Room because Miss Whatever never called Daryl with the little
I
magic
know,
mirror.
never saw me
Daryl
either.
never came up. I see
I know.
Susie and Johnny.
I know she did the romper stomper stuff, and today's today. Today's today.
Oh,
Never,
please,
never,
please.
never. Oh,
Yeah, never.
Miss Sally.
oh,
I'm right here. I'm right here.
My
Come
mom
on.
said our birthdays. Me and my brothers. My mom said our birthdays in the romper room once, so we got mentioned. But I think that bit. I think they went local for that bit. I don't know how they did that, but I think they went local for that. But me and my brother,
that was
she
another
made sure we were
franchise
watching.
I think there were
We got
different.
mentioned on
Had
romper
their own
room.
romper
There were
room.
different teacher hosts for Romper Room in different cities and different
Right.
areas.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Brad's hanging behind his couch.
Yeah. So
Doc,
anyway,
I'm
we got.
fascinated that you were scared of Captain Kangaroo, or was it the moose? No, what?
No,
or
no, I was
Grandfather Clock was what
Grandfather
you were
scared you.
really scared of the captain?
No, I was afraid of the Grandfather Clock.
Or
Grandfather Clock?
Grandfather Clock would do this.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
he'd wake up. Yeah.
You're like,
When he was
wake
waking
up,
up.
Grandfather. And the eyes would go like this, and whoo, something. I'd be behind the couch.
Just let him settle in. It's okay. Okay, see you later. Yeah.
Captain, like Bunny Rabbit and the Moose. That was all.
He's got food water.
Yeah.
But,
If he said,
Yeah.
"Let's go wake up Grandfather."
Do
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys know
Oh.
what happened? This is a great story. Do you guys know what happened to the original Bullwinkle? They used to have. Yeah, I don't know why we're echoing. There used to be like a guy in a Bullwinkle suit, a hat or whatever, that it would open and close Bullwinkle every week. And suddenly he was gone. You know what happened? This is a fascinating story. One week, Bullwinkle comes on and goes, "Now, kids, here's what you do. Go to your television set and take the knobs off and hide them so that next week you'll be sure to still watch.
what's
TV
Bullwinkle?
will still be on this channel, and you'll be able to watch Bullwinkle next week." And like over 100,000
Oh,
kids did this.
I bet that was
Well,
that went
they
over
got some
gangbusters
calls,
in the
and they
production
got
meeting.
some letters. And
That probably
And
went over
next
really.
week, Bullwinkle was on for the last time saying, "Now, kids, you need to go get your dials for your television and put them back on. That was a bad thing that Bullwinkle told you to do." And and the kids never saw Bullwinkle again. He was gone. This is a true story. That really happened. And
Oh boy.
and Bullwinkle was gone.
Poor Brad. He lives in fear of his ex-wife. Wow.
I think Soupy Sales did something similar to that, telling kids about going in their mother's purse and sending them dollars or something.
Money.
Yeah, just go to your mother's purse, get out $1 and send it to me.
You can't do this stuff.
Nope, because kids they pay attention to you.
At least he was the host of the show. Bullwinkle was just a guy in a suit doing a voice, and and he was easily dispensable.
Yeah, it was not integral to the general operation of the channel.
Yeah, he was gone after that. They just added another minute to the show somehow or something. I don't know what they did, but that was it. He was gone.
You don't get this. Well, that guy on MeTV, I don't like him. That Bill on the morning cartoon show on MeTV.
We don't get it. We're not big enough.
A specific morning cartoon show there.
Yeah, on MeTV at 7 a.m. they have Bill the cartoon guy.
Oh, I'm gonna have to track down MeTV on my unit.
I don't like him. He's
no personality, or just
no. And now we're gonna show another Tom and Jerry.
Oh man!
I don't think I saw that guy.
They've got the fish puppet. The fish puppet is supposed to be the comedian, and I guess he's the straight man to the fish puppet. But I don't like him.
Oh boy!
So
when you're second banana to a fish puppet,
yeah.
I'll make the Jamocha shakes at Arby's.
And the fish puppet got his own show for a while after Ben Wheeler, right?
That's like Spinal Tap. Towards the end of Spinal Tap, one of my favorite things, they go to play some music park. They look at the sign, and it says Puppet Show, and under the Puppet Show, it says Spinal Tap.
And I've heard that.
Being managed by its girlfriend by this point. She's like, I told them that it's supposed to be Spinal Tap and then Puppet Show. They're opening
that's when you just have to call it a day.
Hello, Tim, by the way. Tim's Thrifty Music is out there. And in the late 70s, there was a nighttime DJ that did a great imitation of Mr. Moose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. It was just like a high voice, wasn't it, for Mr. Moose?
Mr. Moose had more of a mellow.
It was the guy that did the puppet, all the puppet voices.
Bunny Rabbit didn't say
Bunny
anything.
Rabbit didn't have one.
Because he did a record
on the counter.
Yeah, he did a record one time called "The Tale of the Toodle Bird," and it's he narrated it.
Okay.
Bunny Rabbit?
No, Mr. Moose.
I was gonna say Bunny Rabbit did. That'd be a silent record.
No, I was gonna say I had to listen. No.
Mommy, this record won't play. It's Bunny Rabbit doing it. But I know. I can just imagine Mr. Moose doing a.
He did.
It was in Rochester, Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
I've got a book here in the DC archives that somebody put together all the local kids TV hosts.
Oh, that'd be
gives it like a 2 or 3 page write up with photos. It's really interesting. A lot of clowns, a lot of park rangers.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do Howdy Doody.
Oh yeah.
Like Howdy Doody doesn't count because he's national.
Yeah, this was just all the local people.
All the
local guys, the local horse guys.
It's a really interesting book.
Ooh.
Every town had
probably
it.
Frightening too.
Oh yeah.
I don't think we had one.
We had tons of them.
I don't remember ever having local hosts as a kid.
Yeah, we had.
We had one for years.
And Poop Deck Paul.
Poop Deck Paul.
Well, see, Captain Jolly started out showing the Popeye cartoon.
Yeah,
it was kind of like
Paul.
But Captain Jolly retired, so they brought out Poop Deck Paul to do the Popeye stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we had one
That's kind of inspired.
Oklahoma
That's
City
funny.
also. Did anybody ever have the Nashville Network on their cable?
Yeah.
Long time ago.
They had something called Phantom of the Opry back in the late 70s and early 80s.
Okay. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Short-lived.
Yeah, because they showed scary movies and he tried to do limericks and stuff. And
Oh, so you tune in for a Popeye cartoon? You get a scary movie instead?
no, he showed movies.
Well, they showed like Hillbilly in a Haunted House every week. I mean,
Yeah, with Ron Chaney.
one cowboy scary movie.
Right.
Jamie
Gene Autry in Haunted House. Ooh. Well, I remember running away from the ghost in Mr. Chicken.
Oh, that was a good movie. I saw that one.
That movie is hilarious.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
But at the time,
Don Knotts is just golden in that role.
You know,
when that organ was played by
because I read somewhere when he made that movie, he didn't know if it's going to be a hit or not, and it was a smash.
Yeah, that, and he did Reluctant Astronaut. There's about 3 or 4 of them right in a row, but man, Ghost in
that's
Mr.
his
Chicken
best one. Well, that and Mr. Limpet are as far as two best.
Yeah.
But, Mr. Chicken's good.
The blood on the keyboard, and the old lady goes, and they used my name.
And they used my name. Yeah.
Get the blood off the keys, or try to.
Oh, that's a great film.
Yeah. He's up there doing that speech, and his papers blow away, and he's just all nervous, and he's just a great character actor.
I think I even ran away from Harem Scarum with Elvis.
Did you?
I think so.
Scary.
You know, like, I'm going to bed, Mom. Bye.
No, that
Enough
was a film that my mom and dad and I saw at the drive-in. That was
What's that?
And it was Ghost of Mr. Chicken.
Oh, okay.
And it was a double feature with something. I don't remember what the other feature was. His original release, they decided to stick because the movie short. It was like another one. No, it wasn't 2 John Knotts films. It was, I think it was
Jerry Lewis.
No, it may have been a Hermit's movie.
Wow, that was a unique double bill.
Yeah. Oh God, would it have been Hold On? I think it was Hermit's Hold On and Ghost of Mr. Chicken. And this kind of
double bill.
I remember going to drive-in to see that 1 Million Years BC with Raquel Welch.
Oh yeah.
I think my dad was making some comments of a positive nature. My mom was all pissed off. I think she told that.
My dad had the black and white poster from that hanging on the inside of his bedroom closet. I have no idea what my mother thought about that.
Memories.
Good old what an actress she was.
Was it How to Frame a Fig?
No, I think it was a Hermit's film after they showed Ghost of Mr. Chicken.
It was way before the Apple Dumpling Gang.
Oh boy, oof. That's when you knew there was like a difference in what people thought were funny because your parents would be laughing at the Apple Dumpling Gang. You'd be in the back seat like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This ain't doing it for me.
I mean, we went to the drive-in to see The Sound of Music.
Oh, we did too. We did too.
In the back seat. Oh, you know.
Brad has Hold On DVD.
Yes.
What?
They did 2 movies. What? Hold On and Mrs. Brown. You Got a Lovely Doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's got it on DVD. Brad's got it.
And those DVDs are hard to find because they didn't sell.
Yes. Whoa. You can't even find them on YouTube or anything.
No, because you know who owns the copyright of the MGM Music?
Yeah,
what's his name?
The computer wore tennis shoes.
Yeah. No, the guy who was the Beatles manager.
Epstein.
Which one?
No, Alan Klein.
Oh, Alan Klein was their lawyer.
Alan Klein wouldn't put anything out. I don't understand. For a company that just wanted to make money, they certainly don't want to put anything out and make it.
No.
Alan Klein is dead now, isn't he?
I know his family.
But his company still
get those Beatles cartoons out.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. What's the holdup? I'll be dead before they come out.
Yeah.
I actually don't think the Beatle cartoons exist in good enough quality to ever.
Dreaming all this time, have I?
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, that's true, Tim. I wonder because that will be a moneymaker.
Yeah.
Whoever has the rights,
Yeah,
just
I don't
release it. You're
think.
going to sell X amount of copies just having the Beatles' name associated with it.
Mm-hmm.
But
always like
if,
that-
if
I always
Apple
like that-
doesn't own it, and I don't know who owns it, but if Apple doesn't own it
Kingfisher?
these days, A, quality issues, and B, the licensing would cost so much it would not be lucrative for anybody else to be out.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
'Cause
that was what they ran in.
owned it.
That's what they ran into with WKRP in Cincinnati because they had all that licensing to make their way
Mhm.
through before they could release
Yeah.
the box.
And
Yes, that's
they
a
got
classic.
through most of it, but
Yeah.
there are still songs missing from
Yeah.
it. But they
Yep, there
eventually
are.
got most of it.
Yeah, Murder by Death was a classic with all those old detectives.
If Tim
Yeah.
put on some sunglasses, he'd look like Ringo.
I don't think so.
I think Tim's reaching for some sunglasses here. Here we go.
There
Now's
we
the
go.
test.
Hit us. Peace and love, love and peace.
I
Oh
don't
yes,
know.
peace, love, no other
Peace
God.
and love.
Yeah, you gotta do
Yeah.
this. You gotta do that.
Peace and love.
Yeah.
Oh, you can be the nasty Ringo. Yeah,
You get everything on the Thursday night talk. You get
Yeah.
celebrity impressions,
everything.
old movie fun
Talk
facts.
about music,
It
everything.
covers the
Everything.
gamut.
What a
Mhm.
hodgepodge.
It is.
There you go, hodgepodge, potpourri,
It's a Thursday night hodgepodge.
And even thunderstorms.
and
Yeah.
thunderstorms.
And
And they're going away
Tornadoes.
from me. They're going that away. They're,
Go that away.
yeah.
You're not getting anything on
No.
the interwebs like
No.
this.
No,
folks.
no.
No,
No.
no.
And a little bit ago, you saw my son came through. We found the cat.
Oh, okay, good.
I don't know if he impregnated the other cat, but he's back. So
You're gonna find out soon.
yeah, if he gets steamed, and he didn't get it.
That's welling up.
Yeah.
This cat back here, I told you he's got dementia.
Hmm.
Well, he escaped. We don't know how in that because he's scared of his own shadow. He somehow
Mhm.
got out of the house and was gone for 2 days. We
Mhm.
thought he hid somewhere in the house and just died because
Yeah.
cats will do that.
Hmm.
2 days later, knock on my door. My neighbor says, "Hey, I think your cat's on my back porch." Yeah, that's where he was.
Hmm.
Just nonsense every day. Every day something.
Wow.
Getting their
Getting a
pee-pee
handful.
smashed, cats running away with dementia.
Have the cat
Yep.
fixed.
Oh, he's fixed.
Yeah, I'm about
He's
to talk
fixed.
about this one. That's going to get fixed shortly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff's cat.
No more kitties.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
What? Disney did buy them recently? Really?
Oh, right.
But Paul doesn't like his character. Oh, come on.
The Beatles absolutely hated that cartoon.
Yeah.
They
What?
hated it. Yeah.
I
Have to
don't
wait
think
till-
any restorations ever been done on those, and those are 60 years old now. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
That'd be a
colors
hell of
have
a
got to
job.
be graded.
That'd
Yeah.
be
I
a
mean,
hell
you
of a
look at-
job to bring.
You look at cartoon footage that's never been touched from that
Mhm.
period, and all the colors
Yeah.
are just gone.
Yeah, look at
Everything
some
turns
old-
red.
Yeah, look at some old deputy dogs.
Yeah. Some of those are all.
I think they would basically almost have to be redrawn. You know,
They would.
I mean, which would
the degrading
I don't
process
think
would be
it'll
so
ever happen.
severe. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, but don't they still have
Yeah.
the original
I don't think
nitrates?
it'll- I think what we've got.
Is what we've got, what we will have.
Yeah.
And everybody's got a
Yeah, what we've
copy.
got, what people have leaked onto the torrents and stuff, which I mean, like I have them all. I mean, they're not terrible; they're watchable, but they're not
watchable,
good quality. But I think that's as probably
Mhm.
good as we're ever going to get.
Mm.
Yeah, I got a feeling
Well, I have
these
menus
these
and
that you
everything.
see on the internet or whatever look better than what the actual ones would look like at this point in time. That's
Yeah.
my gut feeling.
Well, apparently Disney owns them. What?
Oh, that'll be forever.
My God, what
Yeah.
don't they own at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
They probably own them Herman's Hermits movies too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think Disney's in a little bit of financial trouble.
well,
now.
now they're
Disney
not
so
doing
in love with
anything.
physical media. I'm sure they'll put them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think Disney is as healthy as they were.
They're not going to
No.
acquire anything of note these days,
No.
but they sure scooped up a
No.
lot of stuff in the last 15 years or so.
Yeah.
Like,
20.
Yeah.
like their theme parks are held up with sticks, and they just
Yeah.
had a major fire to one of
Yeah,
the
you see that fire? That's
Oh, yeah, of
wow.
course.
Hmm.
So that's not going to help any. AI can fix it. Just ask Joe. Yes. Hello, Trish. How are
Hey.
you doing?
Hello.
Mine takes a while. Daryll has his sounds right off the bat, and I have to sit there going.
I do. I have them like lined up over here, but the titles of what the sounds are
Yeah.
so small that I can't really get to them.
Well, they've been bootlegged all over the place.
Yeah, people only want them officially because hopefully they look better, but I don't think they will without me.
See,
Do
Brad
work.
taped them off MTV.
Nobody's gonna do.
Hmm.
Where did you get yours, Tim?
Yeah, I got mine from a torrent at some point in time. I don't know where they come from. They don't look bad. They don't look great.
We're all doing well, Trish. Yes. Great photographer, Trish, out there. Yes. Oh, kitty cat, look it. We got a
And
kitty.
it's another kitty.
We got lots of kitties. Ooh, they're not very friendly, are they?
Are you a little bummed out? He acts like he's a little bummed out. Maybe he didn't
Nothing's more
do what he
smelly
can
than having
do.
a cat butt in your face.
Did you
That
have
you
some
don't need
Yeah.
at 3 a.m., and that happens to me often.
Ooh.
little bear? You okay? I wonder if Little Bear had some hot sex. Maybe not. I don't know.
Wow. See, we got kitty cats on this
Yes,
channel.
we have kitty cats. We have grown
We got kitty
kitties.
cats.
And,
It's
You
a
don't
hodgepodge
get that
of
over on those other shows.
everything.
none of them are providing this level of diversity
know.
in entertainment. None of them.
This is the quality entertainment right
Yes,
here.
it
Right
is.
here.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, exactly. If you're looking for high quality entertainment, it's not on that other channel.
Oh,
Yes.
No.
you gotta be here on Thursday night, folks.
Yeah.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, come back on Sunday too. We do more of the
Yes,
Sunday.
Sunday
yeah.
will be here too.
Yeah.
Sunday
Yeah.
afternoon.
Sunday afternoon, 4:00 Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, 3 Central.
Provided I save some time for that because I only
Yeah.
get 20 hours a month, and I
Mhm.
see it's coming up on 2 hours now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know. So
That's your call, Doc.
I can't do
You're
3
at the
hours.
beginning of the month here.
I know 3 hour shows at the beginning of the night of the month is going to cost me when it gets to the end of the month. It's
We're
Yeah.
gonna do like the 20-minute quickie.
Exactly. I know. So I got to be mindful of the time. MTV cut a few. Oh, those Beatle cartoons had tons of bad stereotypes.
Yeah.
All voiced by what's his name? The guy that I don't like.
Paul Frees.
Oh, thank you, Paul Frees. Yes.
He did like two voices, I believe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
One cat, two cat.
Yes.
We're gonna learn something, kids.
Well, I unofficially have a
Red fish,
second
blue
cat
fish.
now. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, if we get him fixed, he'll be mine permanently, I guess.
So Jeff, you got to get your cats on YouTube. Hurry up before they're.
I will.
Big,
I will.
big.
Yeah, he's
Big.
probably going to be so depressed
I know.
after he gets fixed.
Tom and Mimi are showing their two cats
Yes, we'll do
all the
that.
time. They're getting hundreds of thousands of views every
Yes.
day.
It's all
Okay.
the rage.
It is.
It is. So, like, if you got tiny kitty cats, you got to get them on, or
Okay.
just film the hell out of them so you can put them
We
up in
will.
segments.
We will.
Yeah. So it's a lost opportunity if you sit on it for too
Mhm.
long. So anyway, we're gonna cut the
Gonna
show
call it at
now.
3 hours. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's at 1:59, so
Okay.
it'll take a minute to say
A minute to go.
goodbye to everybody.
Yeah.
And hope you come
It
back
was
on
a fun
Sunday.
show.
Yes.
Come join us Sunday for
We'll
more
always
weird
Who Let the
stuff.
Cat Out.
Yeah.
You enjoyed my retrospective of 30 albums I've not listened to.
Yeah.
CDs.
Yes,
We
exactly.
hit everything tonight possible, folks.
Yeah, you get everything from.
Beetle Brad, Tim's got it. He gets hit in the comment area. There you
We
go.
just didn't talk about Dark Shadows at all. That's it.
Yes.
All right. Good night, gentlemen. Good night,
Have a good night.
folks out
Take
there.
care,
in,
everyone. We'll see
Yeah.
you later.
TV land.
Yeah.
So
If
long.
you lasted through